Okay. I'm going to finish this action reaction page with the Stamp Act and the Intolerable Acts. Or sorry, the Tea Act and the Intolerable Acts. So the Tea Act is a law, right? Then in addition to the tax on tea, it does something else that perhaps is more significant than the tax on tea. And it gives a company called the British East India Company a monopoly to sell tea in the colonies. So the thing about the Tea Act is that the Tea Act actually lowers the price of tea. If we go through and take a look at the tea, it actually reduces the tax on tea. The thing is, nobody had been really paying the tax on tea because a lot of people had been smuggling their tea from Dutch tea companies, right? So there was a high tax on tea, but everybody was smuggling their tea from other resources, and so nobody was paying the tea tax. So what the Tea Act does is it says, all right, listen, we're going to lower the tea tax, right? We're going to make your tea cheaper, but we're going to crack down on the smuggling, and you can only buy tea from this British East India Company. And they're going to do that because the British East India Company is in debt. And the British East India Company had been, by and large, managing and governing another British colony, and that was India. And they're going broke. And so they tell the Parliament, listen, we're going broke. We can't afford to run the colony India anymore. So either you need to figure out a way for us not to go broke, or you need to come in and pay to govern India. And the British Parliament was like, well, we're already having problems governing North American colonies, so we're not doing that. How about we figure out a way for you to make money? And they figure out a way for them to make money by saying, listen, we're going to give you a monopoly to sell your tea in the colonies, and that way you'll make mad cash. And Parliament's like, we nailed it with this one. This one is like, this is just perfect, right? The price of tea is going down. Nobody could be mad about that. Who gets mad because the price decreases? The colonists will finally pay a tax because it'll be cheaper. And the British East India Company will make money. So we'll get the British East India Company out of debt. We'll finally make some money from a tax, and the colonists will finally pay it because we're actually making something cheaper. And the colonists do not think that is okay. They are very mad. Right? They are mad, right? They are mad about the taxation without representation, as they have been every time. They're mad because they're being used to basically prop up, for lack of a better word, the British East India Company. Right? And so what they do is they refuse to let the British East India Company unload the tea. Which leads us to the Boston Tea Party. Right? And this part is also sort of similar to the Arrow Boom page. And this one says, well, then we're done. You made us mad now. And so the Parliament is going to apply by passing the Intolerable Acts. Okay. And so the Intolerable Acts are 4 laws designed to punish the colonists. 1, we're going to shut down Boston Harbor. 2, we're going to move trials of soldiers to England. So no more having trials of your soldiers in North America. Okay? You're going to move them all to England. 3, they shut down the Massachusetts Assembly. Sorry, someone came in the room. And 4, right, they send more troops. Collins going to respond. Right. They have a meeting. Of all the colonies. It's called the First Continental Congress. Right. And they start to prepare for conflict. They're kind of like, we don't think we'll need it, but if we do, it might be a good idea to try and work something out. Right. Right. And King George, right, Parliament again ignores the protests. Right. And they're like, yeah, we're not listening. Right, we're done. We're going to tell you what to do. We're going to enforce these laws. It's over. And there you go. Action, reaction.